Shalom, Shalom, Yasharala. I want to check out this clip. It say BRICS in America dollar is out. And that BRICS is talking about the BRICS nation, right? You have Russia and Iran, Argentina, China, India, South Africa. And these nations have formed an alliance to pull away from the U.S. currency. You have even Saudi Arabia is joining alliance with this BRICS. And the whole reason for the dollar being called the petrodollar is because Richard Nixon in 1971 went away from gold and silver being the backing of the U.S. currency, went away from the gold standard and signed a deal with Saudi Arabia in 71 that they would be a bodyguard unto Saudi Arabia and a defender unto them. And that's how we get the title or the name of the dollar being called petro dollar, because of the oil that was sold to the other nations through America currency. And now that's not the case in 2023, going into 2024. So that's going to create a major and super inflation. It's going to cause famine and pestilence. It's going to cause America to spin out of control. And that's all the will of Abba Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Mashiach Barak. America been walking in great pride. Esau Edom been walking in great pride. These heathens been walking in great pride. You Israelites, 2/3 of you Israelites, who are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans with Indian Taino nigger descent, by the pedigree, by the seed of your father, been walking in great pride, just doing what you want to do, not keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and judgments, not rehearsing them, not even trying to rehearse the righteous acts, walking in very, very great pride here in America, been very proudful to be able to do thy will, 2/3 of you Israelites. So now the Most High finna bring judgment upon you. And all we doing, we just being a watchman to the house of Yasharallah, sounding the alarm, blowing the trumpet. So while people getting turned up on this New Year's Eve, which is not even New Year's, because New Year's not until April, March, when everything is blooming and blossoming. December, January is dead, right? Everything is dead. But that's another lesson for another day. So why our people getting turned up, blowing fireworks and shaking the sparkles and getting toe up from the flow up, getting blow, getting high on this New Year's Eve, going into New Year's 2024, smoking that blunt, getting high as a mosquito tweezer. The Most High finna bring death and destruction upon the Israelites and these heathens in Esau Edom. So all hell finna break loose in America now. We're gonna check out this clip, and we're gonna bring out some precepts. I'm not gonna be long, but I want to edify through the Rakak Kodash, through the Book of the Law, the Bible, the 1611 King James Version. Continue to bring this prophecy out. Continue to bring it out. That's what the Most High say. Let's get that right quick. Let's open up in the book of Isaiah. The Most High say, don't give them no rest until he established us in the New Jerusalem, until he established the Israelites back on the throne, back in rulership, and the new heavens and new earth. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua say, don't give him no rest. Don't give him no rest night nor day. So let's get that in the book of Isaiah, chapter 62, and verse number 6. The Most High say, I have set watchmen, and we are watchmen for the house of Yasharallah, the house of David, the meek servants. Yahushua being the great meek servant, and I'm just a meek servant, and I give all honor and glory to our Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua Mashiach, the Howard for the Rakak Wadash, the Howard for our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Yaquab, the Howard for the house of David, the third temple that's being built here in the daughter of Babylon, the house of King David, the Howard for King David who will rule well under Yahushua Mashiach, the 12 apostles, the 144,000 of Yasharallah, the Howard for the house of David, the Howard for Yahushua, the great Redeemer, the great Deliverer, our King of Kings, Elohim of Elohim, our Alpha and Omega, our Passat, our Atonement, the Howard for the Akim that's out in the highways and the byways, doing these lessons on this New Year's Eve 2023, going into 2024. You got brothers doing 2, 3, 4 lessons, brothers prophesying, the men of David that's coming in sincerity and in truth, the Howard for the Akim that's coming in sincerity and truth, the house of David, the elect, the 144,000. Okay? And we give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Mashiach. All glory goes to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son name, Yahweh Mashiach Barakatai. And the Howard for Yahushua, who was our tall Akim from the tribe of Yahweh, from the nation of Yasharallah. Yahushua being our tall Akim. Okay, so 2024, it's going to get real scary times. And the Most High is going to be bringing more judgment in the earth. More judgment. All right, so the Most High said in Isaiah 62 and 6, he said, I have set a watchman, as it said in Ezekiel 3:17, upon thy walls, O Yasharim, and Jerusalem is talking about the Israelites, the northern, the Yasharallah, because Jerusalem is a people before it was a city, before it was a place. Tell you that when you read verse 12 on down. I have set a watchman upon the walls of Yasharim, which shall never hold their peace. You see, day nor night. We constantly doing these lessons, constantly do these videos. They hot off the press. It's time for sisters and brothers, Akim and the Yaquat, to get involved. Make it known that you're getting edified in the spirit. Okay, that you have repented and you following Yahweh and Yahushua, you in order. Because judgment is here, and judgment begin with the house of the Most High, right? 1 Peter 4:17. So the Most High say, if the righteous scarcely make it, where the sinner and the ungodly going to appear? In 1 Peter 4:18. So if the righteous, if the elect going to scarcely make it up out of here on them chariots, well, what do you think the ungodly and the unrighteous going to be? Okay? And that's what we want in our people. But our people is walking in great pride. And the dollar is no good. And Esau is telling you that the dollar is done. It say BRICS in, America dollar is out. So America is finna be, woof. That means a loaf of bread might cost you $100, man. A loaf of bread can cost you $100. Just imagine that. A loaf of bread being $100. Imagine that. Pause on that for a second. I have set a watchman upon thy walls, O Yasharim, which shall never hold their peace day nor night, because that's going to create a famine. and the land. With the dollar being no good, it's going to ultimately usher in the charagma, the karaks, right? Revelation 13 and 16, buy or sell, at least he received a mark. That charagma, the karak, the digital CHIP, right? That mark, the mark of the BEAST, right? That digital rice, that rice-a-roni, that San Francisco treat. Okay, that's the end game. I have set, let's be repetitive, I have set a watchman upon the walls of Yashalom, which shall never hold their peace. That's what we doing. That's why we constantly doing these lessons, doing these videos. You got brothers out in the highways and the byways doing this work in sincerity and truth. I'm not talking about these false Hebrew Israelite camps, these 501c3 camps. I'm not talking about Sakari, Guerrilla Hebrew. I'm not talking about AOI. I'm not talking about One Body, okay, IUSPK, IUIC. I'm not talking about them camps, Yasharala. They got the house of David that's out here. That's warning about these perilous times, warning Salakia, warning Yasharala about the digital karak, the digital karaks, that kwai in the Hebrew. Warning Yasharala, okay? You got a lot of spies, you got a lot of agents amongst Yasharala as well. But the prophecy is being fulfilled. You can't do nothing against this truth but for the truth. So you can't stop the prophecy, no matter how many agents out there, how many spies out there, how many 501c3 camps is out there, how many false prophets is out there. That was all prophesied to happen as well. There will be many anti-Amashiach, what you call Antichrist. There will be many anti-Amashiachs out there, deceiving others and being deceived. So this is the Most High movie. This is will. Everybody is in their lot. Everybody is playing their role that was scripted unto them in the Most High movie. Everybody got a script, and they playing their script. You got the wicked, which is Esau. Okay, you got the sons of Yahweh, which is the elect of the house of King David. And then you got these other men, these other nations, these heathens, doing what they do. And the Most High finna bring judgment, Yasharala. I don't understand why you're not getting this. I have set a watchman upon thy walls, O Yasharim, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Elohim, keep not silence. So the Most High is warning, telling his prophets, his apostles, his deacons, his teachers, his preachers, his elders and bishops, his meek servants, not to keep silence. And give no rest till he establish, until he make Yasharim a praise in the earth, until he put his back and I will glorify, until he give us that glorified body, set us in the New Jerusalem, the government body of Yasharala, to rule over the earth, the heavens, and the universe. So the Most High say, keep prophesying the downfall of this place. That's what every prophet did. Let's get that in the book of Jeremiah 28 and 8. Let's go to Jeremiah 28 and 8. Open your sword, open your book of the law, right? The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy it, both against many countries. America is a country and is a great one. And against great kingdom. And America is a great kingdom. Of war and of evil and of pestilence. That's what we doing. Just like the Most High commanded us to do. He said the prophet which prophesied of peace. You see, you got these false prophets. If they prophesy of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Elohim had truly sent him. Because everything we prophesying about is happening. Everything that we come out with, you see it befoling you. Everything that we coming out with is happening right before your eyes. Right before your eyes. Whether you see it, whether you hear, or whether you forbear. Okay? All right. So let's check out this clip, and then we're gonna bring out some prophecy and some precepts.
Now, because we're at this pivotal moment, Will, is for Saudi Arabia to say, you know what, we're going to be open to considering other currencies to trade in oil. If that were to happen, there would be a complete implosion of the global economic system, but certainly the American economic system. And if that were to happen, you'd be looking at sky-high inflation, just raging Weimar Republic kind of inflation. If you think inflation is bad now, just wait. But more importantly, we would lose our economic dominance, and we would lose our... If you think inflation is bad now, just wait.
Russia will begin using the Chinese yuan for international payments instead of the dollar. Saudi Arabia is also in talks with Beijing to do the same things.
It's really hard to overstate exactly how catastrophic the abandonment of the U.S. dollar would be. You do have this perfect storm of Biden's weakness, his war on American domestic energy production, the Ukraine war. We've got America's enemies led by China forming a new economic bloc. All it would take at this point now, because we're at this pivotal moment, Will, is for Saudi Arabia to say, you know what, we're going to be open to considering other currencies to trade in oil. If that were to happen, there would be a complete implosion of the global economic system, but certainly the American economic system. And if that were to happen, you'd be looking at sky-high inflation, just raging Weimar Republic kind of inflation. If you think inflation is bad now, just wait. But more importantly, we would lose our economic dominance, and we would...
So America is lost her dominance. America has lost her dominance on the earth. America, Lady Liberty is done. America is done. They saying it. All right, now let's go into the prophecy. Let's go to the book of Second Esdras. Let's go to Second Esdras. Where I want to go, chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time, you see, we in the latter, this is it. This is no more time left. This is the end of the end. This is the end of Esau world. This is it. You in the latter time shall dwell in the world because they have walked in great pride. See? Great pride. For many great miseries, all coming to America now is great misery. Great, not miseries, but great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world because they have walked in great pride. Second Esdras chapter 11 and verse 43. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest. So Esau, America, wrongful dealing in the earth, in the land, through her regime change, through her raping, her lynching, through her sending her coups in these other nations, what they have done to the Israelites, the so-called blacks, the so-called African Americans, Latinos, and Native Americans with Indian, Taino, Negro descent, and where the Israelites been scattered in the four corners of the four winds of the earth. Therefore, in thy wrongful dealings come, Salak, let's read that right. Therefore is thy wrongful dealings come up unto the highest, talking about Abba Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah Mashah, and thy pride unto the mighty. So that's why you see all this unfolding. We making it make sense through the precept. The Most High say the highest also had looked upon the proud. And we know Pride goeth before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. Proverbs 16:18. That's going to be the end of all man. Okay, that pride going to take you out. And it's finna take America out, Esau out, 2/3 of the Israelites out, and these heathens out. The highest also had looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended. You see, we at the end. This is it. And his abominations are fulfilled. So the abominations of the Edomites of Idumea, of Edom, of America, and these heathens, their rulership, the Gentiles, are fulfilled. As it's saying in Luke 21:24, the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. Not all hell got to break loose now. Jacob's trouble, FEMA camps, everything finna break loose. It's going to break loose. You see? So that's what's going on, Yasharala. Let's go to Ezekiel. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, and verse number 15. The Most High say, the sword, meaning the destruction, is without. And the pestilence, because by the dollar collapsing, this dollar collapse, that's the only thing keeping the normacy. That's the only thing keeping America up, is this petrodollar. That's the only thing been keeping the curtains closed. The only thing been keeping the curtains closed is the dollar. Now with the dollar collapsing and no longer no good, the curtains finna open and all hell finna break loose. You finna see it all. It's it. It's it for everybody. And if you've been wicked as an Israelite, because these heathens, they done anyway. If you're an Israelite that's as being wicked, still being abominable, in this time that we in at this very moment, oh man, it's not looking good for you. The sword is without, and the pestilence. Let's get that definition of pestilence. Because with a failing dollar, with a dollar's no good, that's super inflation. And then what they're gonna do is they're gonna crash the dollar. They're gonna come out with the UBI, Universal Basic Income. They're gonna come out with the Karagma, and they're gonna put money on your digital display. You're gonna own nothing and be happy. People talking about I got my house, I own. You don't own shit. You don't own shit, man. You talking about I own this, I own. You don't own it. Where the title at? Where the deed at? You paying a loan. If you ain't got a title, you don't own shit. You don't own no house. You didn't buy no house. If you ain't got a title, a deed, you ain't got no title, you don't own that. The bank own that. And what's going to happen there, with this dollar collapsing, well, the banks are done. They're closing all banks in America. The banks are being boarded the hell up. They got plywood on the banks. They even taking the bank sign off the buildings. So that means the money ain't no good. If you ain't got a bank, what the hell you need money for? What that's telling you right there, them closing banks is telling you we going cashless. Is you getting that? If they closing the bank, that means the paper money ain't no good. That means that's not how you gonna do business no more. It's not that deep. If they closing banks, that means you're not gonna be dealing with paper money. That means the U.S. currency is done, Yasharallah. Thus said Abba Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, and that's going to create a great pestilence in the land, a great famine. That's going to create starvation. That's going to create cannibalism. Definition of famine.
Here's the definition of famine: extreme scarcity of food.
That's what's finna happen to Babylon. Let's read a little bit more of it. A famine is a widespread scarcity of food caused by several factors, including war. What's going on with America right now? War with Ukraine, war with China over Taiwan, war with Iran. You see, you got the perfect storm. We in Pearl's time. It say a famine is a widespread scarcity of food caused by several factors, including war, natural disasters, because that's finna happen, great earthquakes, that's all prophesied, great hurricanes, storms, floods. That's all coming. Great ones like you have never seen before. Tsunamis, EMP attack, lights out. What they call it, a storm surge, or whatever they call it. It's neither here nor there. That's what's going to befall Babylon, Rome, Greece, the good old USA. Disasters of crop failure. We having a crop failure. They have took over the farmers' crops. You got old Bill Gates, Killer Gates, then took over the crops of the farmers. You see, crop failure, widespread of poverty, and an economic catastrophe. And that's what's going to happen with this dollar. With the dollar being out, that's going to cause an economic catastrophe or government policy. A phenomenon is usually accompanied or followed by a regional malnutrition, starvation. That's why I said that's going to create cannibalism. You're going to have a Mad Max. And they coming out with a Mad Max movie. They coming out with a Civil War movie. They letting you know they just did a movie, Left Behind, by the Obamas. Look, Yasharala, we here. Followed by regional malnutrition, starvation, epidemic, and increase in morality. The morality have failed, and people gonna get more crazy. If you ain't got food, people acting bugging out now. If they ain't got no food, man, people gonna be some barbarians. It's gonna be barbaric time. What you think gonna be happening once the dollar is no good? People gonna lose it all. People gonna lose their mind. Lost my mind. You see? That's what's going on, Yasharala. Man, that's what the Most High is warning Yasharala about. I'm reading it in the book. Let's get back to it. Ezekiel 7:15. The sword is without, and the pestilence, you see? And the pestilence and the famine is within, is in. So the Most High say famine is in now. We in the famine season in Egypt. America is spiritual Egypt. The plagues of Egypt is coming back stronger and harder. What happened during the time of Moses, when he delivered us out of ancient Egypt, what this Egypt fitting to get America, it's going to be 10 times worse. 10 times worse than ancient Egypt during the time of Mashat in the land of Metazorium and the land of Mizraim. Because they wouldn't call Egypt during the time of Moses. It was called the land of Mizraim or Metazarium. Okay? All right? Because Egypt is a Greek word. All right? But that's another subject. We're going to keep it where it's at. Okay? But they that escape of them shall escape, you see, and shall be on the mountains. Let's hit on that. Let's jump down for time. Let's continue on with that. Ezekiel Salakia, Yasharallah Salakia. I'm just excited because we excited when we bringing out these prophecies, man. We excited because we see what the Heavenly Father, Abba Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah Masha is doing. And he's not slack concerning his promises. We see the Most High moving. We see things unfolding here. So we excited. The Most High said, be anxious for nothing but prayer, grace, and supplications. But they that escape of them, so the Most High said, if you escape that pestilence and that famine, shall escape and shall be on the mountains, because you got these preppers talking about they got it made. You got preppers talking about how they left the city and now they got it going on. They got stock, they got vegetables, they got... Man, you can't escape Abba Yahweh Shah judgment. I don't care if you go wherever you go. If you leave the inner cities, if the Most High got judgment on you, he got judgment on you. These heathens ain't going to escape. Esau not going to escape. And 2/3 of you Israelites that's trying to flee the cities or wherever you trying to head to Africa, because a lot of y'all heading to Africa, the Most High still going to get you. That death angel going to get you. That Inca horn in Ezekiel chapter 9 going to get you. You can't escape it. All them, Salakia, and that's what I'm reading in the book. It's all in the book. I'm reading about it. The Most High say, but they that escape of them shall escape and shall be on the mountains, like doves of the valleys. All of them mourning. You see, everyone for his iniquity. And iniquity means sin upon sin upon sin upon sin. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water. So there ain't no escaping. As it say in the book of Amos chapter 5 and verse 19. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth and horror. You see? Because the Most High say he the king of terrors, right in the book of Job, I think 18 and 14. Shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads. The Most High say, they shall cast their silver in the streets. Okay? Because they going to come and get everything. They going to confiscate everything you got. And the money fell in Egypt, so that dollar ain't going to do you no good. That almighty dollar ain't going to be no good. And their gold shall be removed, you see. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Elohim. So no matter how much money you've been saving, how much gold bullion, how much silver bullion, gold coins, no matter how much you've been putting away, you wicked Israelites gonna get it. You gonna get it. Along with your master, your lover Esau, and these heathens. Shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Elohim. They shall not satisfy their souls. You see? You're not going to be happy in them doomsday bunker. You ain't going to make it. Neither for their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. Okay? All right? So that's what's going on, Yasharallah. Because if you an Israelite and you still live in abominable, the Most High not even hearing your prayers. He's not even dealing with your prayers. Because you got our people still scoffing while hell breaking loose. The dollar felling ain't no good. Our people still scoffing and gangstering. Still being wicked. Still being abominable. Still eating abominable. Still dressing abominable. Still doing thy will. And they ain't going to make it. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse number 9. The Most High say, he or she, the Most High just addressed the men, but he or she, you Israelites, you daughters of Zion as well, he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law. You see? Even his prayer shall be an abomination. The Most High say your prayer is even abomination if you don't want to hear the righteous. Whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself. And if you causing the righteous to go astray as a false prophet, the Most High will bring destruction on you too. He shall fall himself into his own pit. You see? By the upright shall have good things in possession. Okay? So the Most High said, if you turn your ears from hearing the law, even your prayer shall be an abomination. The Most High not dealing with them prayers. You can't continue to be abominable and think that the Most High will hear you. I'm in the book of John, chapter 9, verse 31. Now we know that Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach, Barakatah, heareth not sinners. You see? But if any man be a worshiper or woman of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach, and do it his will, him he heareth. Okay? So Yasharallah, this another friendly reminder that it's time to repent and be therefore converted. Because we are here, Yasharallah. The money is no good in Egypt. The dollar fell it. BRICS in America. BRICS is in Salakia, and America dollar is out. And I hope that this lesson was edifying and exaltation. Shalom.